Hey friends, hey, happy Tuesday. Had to stop to think what day it is. Brock had a follow-up appointment yesterday. She was happy with the progress that he's making. He's still got a long ways to go. So we got to go again next Monday for some blood work to make sure his levels are staying where they need to be. So we did that yesterday on our day off today. Back to work. After I got off from lunch shift, I stopped at the store to get some things. We're having a Christmas party. The employees wanted to have one this year. We haven't had one for several years, and they've missed it because usually in December is when things go awry for Brock's health, because 3 years ago he had his kidney out right before Christmas. So we're having a Christmas party this year. We've got it all organized. We're going to play games. We're going to have food. We're going to give out gifts, the whole thing. So got all that done and organized. I think I am finally ready for Christmas. If I'm not, it's not going to happen. If I don't have it done, you're not getting it. So anyway, I'm just going to call this oven-baked honey chicken. How does that sound? These are chicken thighs, my favorite. You can use whatever kind of chicken you want. So there was 8 in the pack. I've got 4 in here. And I've seasoned those. So I'm going to do the other 4 together. These are some big thighs. Look at those. My goodness. I'm big chickens. All right, get those in there. Speaking of chickens, do you remember last winter when we had the mink coming and he killed a lot of my chickens? He is back, but Mason thinks he got him. So he set up a trap and he had the trail cameras up. And we think we got him. We can't find him is the problem. Him and the trap are gone. He killed one of my chickens, another one, before he got caught in the trap. So, I don't like to kill anything, but he just about destroyed my chicken flock last year. And I just we had babies that hatched and are raised up, and I just can't have it this year again. So I'm hoping and praying we got that sneaky fellow. I didn't watch the video, but Mason said he's huge. So, of course, he's having great chicken dinner every night. So I'm praying we got him and my little chicks are safe. We have tried to do everything to deter him. We've tried to live trap him. We've tried to do everything. And hopefully this snare got him. Okay. Back to the chicken. Paprika. Now you can use what spices you want. These are my favorite. Dano's original. I'm loving it. In there. Onion powder. Okay. And salt. Look at this big. I bought these by accident. These are big honkers, aren't they? Perfect for all these chicken thighs. We're just going to give it a mix. Make sure all of that chicken is getting seasoned. All right. Oven is set to 350. Let me get this open and make sure we got everything. Looks like we're good. Now, you can use flour, you can use cornstarch, you can use regular breadcrumbs. I am going to use my pork panko. I'll pour that in there. Probably at least a cup, depending on how much chicken you have. If you're only doing 2 pieces of chicken, you don't need as much. Sounds like Jake's at the door, so I'm going to have to go let him in. Now we're going to give this a mix. It's going to add a little extra crunchiness, a little extra flavor to our chicken thighs, a little extra yumma. I gotta let Jake in. Okay, so we've got all of our panko crumbs, the seasoning mixed in on our chicken breast. Not chicken breast, chicken thighs. All right. I've got a throwaway pan here. I'm probably going to need 2 of these. Move Brock's glass here. I've been dropping things all day. Glad I don't have any babies any longer. That would not end well. Okay. Throwaway pan because, you know, life is busy. Don't want to do dishes any more than I have to. I'm going to put these thighs right in the pan. I'm going to see if they all fit. I doubt it. It looks like they're pretty big. We'll see. Are you going to make it? I don't know. No. So what I'm going to do is I'll do this many in this, and then I'll put these other 3 in another pan. So let me grab one. Chicken is in our pans. There we go. This sauce I'm about to make, I'm going to make the honey sauce for the chicken. This is for 6 to 8 pieces of chicken. So if you're going to have less chicken, then decrease the amount of sauce that you need. Hi, Mason. Mason just called from work. Scared me to death. Didn't even know he was here. Ooh, somebody breaking in the house. Fucking kung fu him. Anyway. All right. So we're going to go with a 1/2 cup of soy sauce. Just going to take that lid off there so it'll be easier for me to pour. There we go. 1/2 cup of soy sauce. I'm going to move this because I'm knocking things over. Soy sauce. We're going to do a 1/3 cup of honey. Now, honey is something that we eat in our diet. We don't eat a lot of it. Now, remember, this is going to be spread out over 8 pieces of chicken. Some people incorporate raw honey, some do not. Like I said, we don't eat a lot of it, but we do have it occasionally. So if honey is something that you do not eat, you could use your artificial sweetener instead. If you're using monk fruit or you're using like a Truvia brown sugar, you know, maybe not 1/3 of a cup, maybe do 1/4 of a cup and just see, so you don't have it too sweet. Get all that honey out of there. Come on, honey. Honey, honey. Go. All right. Put that in the water. Let it soak. Now we're going to do some rice wine vinegar, and we're going to do some sesame oil. We're going to do a tablespoon of sesame oil. If I can get it to come out. There it goes. This was a reminder to start dinner. Sometimes I get occupied doing things, so I have to set reminders for myself to realize what time it is. Okay, so we had a tablespoon of the sesame oil, and now we're going to do a teaspoon of rice wine vinegar. It's kind of taken on like an Asian feel type thing here, so this would probably be great with rice. I'm not going to have it with rice, but you can. Oh, I've never opened this. Get this open. All right. Tablespoon of this. Oh, that's a 1/2 tablespoon. That's okay. I'll just do 2. There we go. All right. That is in. So let me do a recap really quickly with our honey sauce here. So we did a 1/2 cup of soy sauce. Now this is for 6 pieces of chicken. Let's see, 3, 6, 8. 8 pieces of chicken. So I did a 1/2 cup of soy sauce, a 1/3 cup of honey. You can change out that sweetener if you'd like. And then we did sesame oil, 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon of rice wine vinegar. Now I'm going to get some garlic. And let's do Do you love, I love the smell of garlic. Good scoop of garlic in there. Yummy. Move all of this out of my way. Give that a nice mix. I kind of dibble-dabbled here a little bit. Let me get that cleaned up. Okay. I don't trust myself. I think I haven't caught up in my sleep from where Brock was in the hospital, and so much going on stress-wise. I don't trust myself. If you ever have days like that where you just don't trust your brain, today's that day for me. I tell them at work too, I'm like, keep an eye on me because I don't trust myself. Okay, here is our chicken. So what I'm going to do, I think, to keep it even is I'm just going to take a teaspoon to start off with to pour on each chicken thigh instead of just trying to freehand it. That way I know it's evenly distributed over each piece of chicken. You get a little bit of the sauce, a little bit of the garlic. Now listen, y'all, you could probably put some rice underneath of this. And then all of that good chicken juice and this broth juice, this sauce cook on the rice. Oh, way! That would be good. Then you have a whole meal in one pan. You could probably throw in some broccoli and rice. Oh my goodness, friends. All right, here we go. Keep going. We're gonna get it all. This smells amazing. Wish you could smell it. All right, here we go. Now we're down to the nitty gritty. I'm just going to pour it on there. I'm sure if you wanted to put this in a slow cooker, it would work just fine to put in a slow cooker versus the oven. You could even brown your chicken thighs first, throw them in a slow cooker, throw all this broth over them, throw in some rice towards the end. Voila, dinner. Okay, so we're done. We've got everything mixed up. 350-degree oven. I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to put it in for almost an hour. We want those chicken thighs. These are big chicken thighs. So we want our chicken thighs cooked. Ideally, that sauce going to get nice and thick and saucy. All right, I'll be back. So while the chicken's baking and it's smelling wonderful, we're going to make up a quick, I call it mayonnaise salad. This is a hillbilly thing that I grew up on. My mama in Kentucky made. That was kind of a tongue twister there. It's just simple. Lettuce. I had about a half a head of lettuce here I needed to use up. So wash it, tear it up into bite-sized pieces, and you need mayonnaise. How much? I don't know. Just enough to cover the lettuce. I'll start with that. Give that a quick stir. My mama often made this because it didn't require a lot of ingredients. It was delicious, and it was a nice alternative if you were tired of coleslaw. All right, so we're just going to give that a stir. Looks like that was the right amount, so you can add a little time. Once it sits in the mayonnaise too, it's going to wilt a little bit, just like coleslaw. So you don't really need any more than that. We're going to do some salt and pepper. Salt, pepper, and the key to mayonnaise salad is sugar. Now I'm using monk fruit, which is a sugar alternative. So you can use sugar, you can use Splenda, whatever you're using as your alternative. So about like that. I'm going to just, I would say probably maybe a teaspoon there to start. I'm going to give it a taste and see. You don't want it too sweet. Well, maybe you do. I don't know. However you like it. Now, I grew up on sweet coleslaw, so if that gives you something to reference if you like a sweeter coleslaw. Let me get a taste here. See if I need to add a little bit more. Nope. Perfect. Perfect. All right. That's it. She done. I'm going to add a little bit more pepper because that's what I like. I'm going to cover it, put it in the fridge until the chicken's done. Dinner's ready. I ended up keeping the thighs in the oven for about an hour and a half because they were so thick. Here they are. Let's get a close-up of that. Ooh, we've got our mayonnaise salad, and I did a quick thing of steamed corn. Let's check out this honey baked chicken. So easy to whip up and throw in the oven. Let's see how it is just falling off of the bone, if you can see that. Let's give it a try. Got that sweetness from the honey. You've got this great soy sauce and that rice wine vinegar all pairing up so nicely together. Like I said, it'd be great with some rice. You can take this great broth that's left here and pour it over some rice. All right, friends, have a great night. As always, thanks for hanging out and cooking dinner with me. It's always a pleasure.